So, let me tell you about the Brownsville Partnership. If you didn't already know, they're pretty great folks. There were only 18 of them on staff, but you would think they're over there cloning themselves over in 444 Thomas Boylan with all the hats that they wear. Like so many of us in community work in Brownsville, the folks at the BP are trying to keep their fingers on the pulse of what residents actually need, and they've been making sweeping changes and taking steps to ensure that they can supplement the work being done by our neighborhood leaders. So a lot of you came to the Hope Summit last year. You're probably asking, what happened to all that info that we produced about what we wanted to see in the neighborhood? Well, first they gathered up all the notes from all 20 tables, packed them into a truck, drove it down to Manhattan, and had some interns log it into the computers. Then they organized the statements that residents made by intended goal. For instance, a woman at table 18 said there needed to be more tenants involved in community watch. They lumped this under the goals of neighborhood safety as well as community organizing and mobilization. From there, they grouped these goals into theme buckets, and they tallied up the number of instances each goal was mentioned, and how many instances a particular theme occurred. Environment was the top theme of concern during the Hope Summit. This includes things related to urban design, land use, infrastructure, and preservation of landmarks. Activism and access to services rounded out the major themes. The goals most discussed were community organizing and mobilization, youth engagement and development, and neighborhood safety. The coolest part is that you can also go table by table, see what was discussed the most, and then go and see what people suggested. It's a great metric to see how much progress the community has made since the summit. This granular level of information is really important to the Brownsville Partnership because it helped them to re-examine who they were and what they needed to be doing. For example, Table 9 said we needed more community spaces for meetings and events. Table 15 said we needed to increase the small business opportunities. In response to this, the BP has signed a purchase agreement for 519 Rockaway to create the Greg Jackson Center, a community hub for Brownsville residents that they hope that you'll help to inform. They also started working with the Ocean Hill Brownsville Neighborhood Improvement Association to launch MGB Pops, a neighborhood marketplace on 435 Mother Gaston Boulevard. Table 1 said businesses should hire community members, and Table 9 said local employment opportunities was of high priority. For these reasons, the BP transformed its eviction prevention program into the Brownsville Neighborhood Empowerment Network, built around employing 4 Brownsville residents and training them to be the neighborhood's problem solvers, addressing everything from housing to financial empowerment. You said we needed more jobs. This year, they'll be launching the 5,000 Jobs campaign, a campaign to get 5,000 Brownsville residents into jobs by 2017. The partnership's hope for Brownsville is that the Greg Jackson Center, aka the house that Jock built, will be able to serve all Brownsville residents. But hey, they aren't the only ones doing incredible work here in the Ville. In the past year, a number of organizations and individuals have been raising the bar on what it means to be invested in this community. For instance, since last year's Hope Summit, the Brownsville Community Justice Center has launched their Brownsville Anti-Violence Project and the Young Adult Entrepreneurship Track. They had a service day where over 100 service volunteers from all over the Center for Court Innovation, Graphics, A Rose is Still a Rose, the NYPD, Family Empowerment, Do You, and who knows where else. They roll deep. Since last year, Mulhall Bridges Academy has developed the I Matter initiative that provides a platform for young men in Brownsville to engage in community forums and workshops that encourage dialogue with professionals around strategies that prepare them for college and readiness. They're launching the Score Mulhall Bridges Academy magazine, Brownsville Brilliance Edition, that captures the positive stories and images that occur in our community. Their Be Cool, Be Kind, Pro-Kindness initiative served 100 young girls through small group counseling provided by LIU interns. They focused on encouraging girls to develop tolerance, celebrating differences, and building strategies to deal with bullying. They look forward to continuing to develop innovative programs and courses that cultivates creativity, improves scholar academic achievements, and supports ability to become productive citizens. Their hope for Brownsville is that it can be recognized for a place where brilliance exists and children are equipped to take over the world. Since last year, Brenda Duchesne and the Isabalia Ladies of Elegance Foundation has added more planting beds to their community garden and greenhouse, allowing for more residents to rent beds and produce their own produce. The addition will increase produce production by 25% and allow more folks to engage in the space. This year, they plan on doing a honey tasting from the Brownsville produced honey as well as international honey. They look forward to continuing programming for young people and the young at heart. And their hope for Brownsville is that everyone will start eating healthy. The Brooklyn Arts Council has begun their work in supporting Brownsville arts and culture community through a program called Creative Coalitions. They will be providing network events, professional development workshops in response to specific community requests, and helping to support new and existing arts programs in the neighborhood. What about us? Well, since last year, Made in Brownsville was founded. Incubated at the Brownsville Partnership by Brownsville resident Quardean Lewis Allen, we are a nonprofit that seeks to employ and train young, disconnected, and court-involved youth in creative technology and marketing skills in real projects that change the narrative for the community and for themselves. We have begun providing creative design consulting for young people in a soft launch with the Brownsville Anti-Violence Project's Young Adult Entrepreneurship Program. Made in Brownsville is looking forward to creating a safe, sustainable space where young people can foster their creativity. And our hope for Brownsville is that we can help everyone rediscover what is made in Brownsville. Let's not forget the Pitkin Avenue Business Improvement District, which has made several neighborhood improvements along Pitkin Avenue since last year and has organized 2 successful Easter parades and egg hunts since then. If you haven't made it out to the Pitkin Avenue Summer Plazas yet, what are you waiting for? With 2 more dates scheduled this year on June 22nd and June 27th, the events draw a crowd from all over for families and amazing activities. I mean, where else can you climb a rock wall, read in the outdoor library, and watch live tap dancing all on the same street? Only in Brownsville. Additional organizations and individuals doing great inspiring work include the Brownsville Multi-Service Center, continuing their years of health and community outreach. This year, they'll be having their Summerfest Health Fair on July 19th. Can you believe? These things don't even scratch the surface of all the inspiring organizations and individuals working to build on the hope that lives in this vibrant community. We have gathered here today because we know that there's still some work to be done, particularly around Belmont Avenue. And we know that we are the ones to do it. Us. All of us. Community Board 16's Economic Development Committee has been working for years on bettering Belmont Avenue. It's time to support their efforts. It's time to make some commitments. It's time that we realize that we're stronger together. So let's get to work.